What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 64 of our Atalanta career mode, and today, three big games, of course. Fiorentina away from home, team that always give us trouble. Tottenham in the first leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie, and then we have Parma back in the league. Obviously, some big games. Here we are, 2 points ahead of Juventus with 14 games to go. Obviously, we got to keep on winning. They've continued to win. We've got to match them from here to the rest of the season, and then we'll win the title, obviously, if we match them. But it's going to be difficult, especially with the Champions League. And for right now, I'm going off the notion that we're going to try and win everything. Obviously, if we get to a point where, where we kind of have to prioritize one over the other, we'll deal with it as it goes. But for now, we're going to try and deal with all of them as they come. So that's just how it is going to be. I think we're going to leave Coutinho at home today. And I think this is probably good enough, though I kind of want Simicon to play the next game. And other than that, I think we're good. A couple of changes. Not too many crazy ones. Renier, Atarin in the squad. Mandragora as well. Kasache, Popov. Everyone else good to go. So let's jump into this. Fiorentina, Atalanta. Let's go. Oh, he's managed to keep hold of that and play it down the line. There's Dabo on it here. Mandragora covering. Kasache now covering Trezeguet. Trezeguet running all the way back. It looks like they're playing with a three at the back type of system. The defenders are wide, which means if Atarin can get up the pitch quickly enough, we might be able to exploit the width of their central defenders. But at the moment, we have a little bit of defending to do, as that pops out for a corner. He's set to take it in. De La Cruz set to take. It's clipped into a decent spot, and it's headed on, and Nubel with an easy enough catch. Renier. Mandragora. One more here, and it comes to Sanchez. Has a pop, and it's a decent save. Low and away. Goalkeeper did well to get down to that. I believe that's the first real attempt of the game. 25 minutes in. Though Fiorentina, I suppose, had that corner, but nothing overly threatening so far. Nicely done. Here's Sanchez. One more. Get back in. Here's Sanchez again. Moving the ball around pretty well here. And here's Osimhen in a good bit of space. And he clips it out to Atar. And one more back inside. Osimhen. Oh, he didn't really hit that with any pace or anything. He's just kind of tapped that toward goal. That's a massive chance. Heavy touch there. We slide it forward. We can. Galeno, he's onside. And can Galeno step away? He can. And it's slipped back into space. And it's in the back of the net. Not the giveaway that they were looking for. Fiorentina there, and it's giving us the lead. 1-0. A great break down the line. Win it in midfield. A quick ball out to Galeno. He steps over a tackle. It slipped back in, and that's a good finish. A really, really good finish. That did it first time, but he had to open his body up, and he almost comes across it to get it just inside that opposite post. A very, very nice finish. It's Atarin again, who's starting to step up a little bit lately. Starting to get some goals contributing to the team and things like that. He's really playing well. Nice take from Koundé. He finds a good ball forward to Osimhen there, who turns. Finds Galeno in a bit of space here. And Galeno cuts back inside. And can we clip that back post? We can. What a ball. And it's a header into the back of the net. Easy enough, and 2 quick goals leave us with a 2-0 lead. That's a great ball from Galeno. And it's Renier who's just headed that in. Free header, really. Look at the quality on that. Perfect. Free header from Renier. He makes no mistake. Heads it into the back of the net. And we cannot get enough of that cross. Excellent from Galeno. And it's 2-0 on 50 minutes. Galeno, stutter step there, kind of makes a little bit of space for him, gets it back to Mandragora, just slips back in. Galeno, one more here, and it's Osimhen. And Osimhen, what is that? How come every time he hits the ball today, it's incredibly weak? Why? What's going on? Just have a smack there, buddy. Nice take. It's going to come back, can't quite win it. Lovely football out of the back there, but 2 minutes to go, and it looks like we're going to come away with a win. This game was actually very, very subdued. Very few chances on either side. I don't think Fiorentina really had any. They had a couple of opportunities and a little bit of space, but They didn't really make any of the right passes or anything like that, making the right decisions. A very subdued game, but a 2-0 victory is all we were asking for. And we ended up with it. As you can see, 6 total shots for both teams combined for that entire game. A very, very subdued game. And but 3 points and a clean sheet. That's about as good as it can get. And it puts us in a pretty good position. Now, on to the next game here. A big one, obviously, against Tottenham. Champions League. Big stuff here. Atalanta, in real life, have a pretty decent draw in the Champions League, if I remembered properly. If I look back at it and thought that would be a pretty decent draw for them. Compared to what it could have been, obviously. I forgot who they played. But, a decent draw nonetheless. But we can jump into this. Atalanta Spurs. A team in real life, this would probably be a pretty decent draw for Atalanta, you would think. Though they're pretty open, and Mourinho likes to play subdued, kind of back against the wall football and then hit you on the breaks, so that might be a problem. But I feel like this would be pretty decent. Let them play with the ball a little bit and go about it that way. But obviously that is not something we are going to see. But let's jump into this. I think everyone's pretty good to go. Do I want to? Yeah, I think Koundé and Tavares will get through it. Osimhen, of course, is going to play. Muriel, I'm going to bring him in ahead of Ataran off the bench, and we'll see what happens here. But Tottenham, Atalanta, leg number 1. Can we get some away goals? It is in London. Let's go. Nicely played. It's a bit of a gap here. Oh, it's gone into a really good spot. It's Kane. He got that ball across, too. An early 1-0 lead for Tottenham. Not what we wanted to see. Opened up right on up. I was wondering who this kid was in the lineup. I'd never seen that face before. I don't think it is Shaikhinkov. And he scored the goal. Kane did well to hold off. I was hoping to win that tackle. It didn't happen. I accidentally got behind him. And it's a tap-in for the Ukrainian. I believe he's Ukrainian, Shaikhinkov. Tap-in for him. He also set Kane up and then made a really good run. But either way, it's a really poor start. Here's Sanchez. Nicely played on here. One more. Osimhen slips it out to Draxler. Back across. We're just moving the ball between these two here. And Draxler played a perfect ball in for Osimhen. And it's 1-1. 20 minutes gone. It's level here. We've gotten an away goal. And, of course, we're level on the day. That's an excellent little move between those two. Just moving it back and forth, trying to find space. Osimhen eventually finds it. And Draxler plays the perfect weighted pass right into Osimhen's feet. Perfect. And Osimhen, first time, an excellent finish from the striker. And it's 1-1 here on 20 minutes. Oh, got a little bit lucky there. Nice tackle. Oh, but he's fallen over here and always hit the post. I believe that's Amos who's had a shot there and smacked the post. I believe Dele Alli's a little bit further back. But either way, Simakon a bit unlucky there. He got the tackle in, but managed to fall over. And a free attempt at goal, and he smashes the post. A little bit of a let-off. And Tottenham at the moment seem very much up for this. They're playing some really good football. Sanchez. Nicely done here. Steps back inside. Is Osimhen. Lovely from Osimhen. It's going to be an advantage played. Here's Diaz. Steps inside. And that is a penalty. I thought for a moment he may have won the ball. It is Amos. Hits the post at one end. Brings down Diaz at the other for a penalty. And we have a chance to take the lead here in London on 35 minutes. He's actually gone right through the back. Silly. Unneeded, really. And it's Osimhen set to take the penalty. Can we put it in this corner? We can. Goalie goes the wrong way. It's 2-1. Osimhen penalty. And we lead here in London. 2 away goals now for us. And, of course, crucially, the lead on 35 minutes. And it seems that we have an entertaining tie coming our way. Tottenham playing good football. We're playing good football. Goals are flying in. It's a good penalty, obviously. Right in that corner. Right in the side netting. And it's 2-1 here. Nice step inside. It's a bit of space here. Dele Alli does well. Is he onside here? He is onside. There's a bit of space now for Sessegnon. He's managed to win that back, and oof, that's a huge block. It's going to come back down and hit the side netting. Shaikhenkov. That was... Oh, I thought we got the block in there, and that was that, but a little bit of luck. But Shaikhenkov cannot direct it on target. Here's Diaz. Back inside, Draxler. One more to Osimhen. Brilliantly done. Can we clip that through? We can. Draxler gets a little bit lucky. And it's Draxler. It's a good save. A little bit lucky there indeed. The center back had fallen over from Draxler's challenge. Definitely didn't look like a foul to me. But that's once now for each side. And none of us has taken that opportunity. Nice play. Here's Barrow. One more. Excellently done. It's good football forward. Osimhen. Can he slide it through to Muriel? He can. And Muriel waited for it. Got it. No, it's in the back of the net. Oh, he should surely be saving that. But he doesn't. And we've grabbed a third. How big can that goal be? Muriel does well. That's wide. And he's got to be saving that. That just has to go down that way, doesn't it? Tight angle. Not a ton of pace. Oh, he gets a big old touch on it. Muriel with the goal. And on 79 minutes is 3-1, but... Oh, Tottenham would be kicking themselves for letting that go in. Here's Barrow. Finds Sanchez. Sanchez still holding on to it. Can find Barrow, and it's crossed, and it's Osimhen. Oh, it's a decent save from Lloris. Needed to make up for that poor attempt at a save earlier. Does. Decent enough save. Another one he should be saving, though, to be fair. There's one more in here, and there's Barrow. And Barrow finds a really good ball, and it's a really good save again that time. A bit straight. Not a ton of space or a ton of area to really put that shot from Osimhen, but Tottenham at the moment chasing, having a lot of men up the pitch. They do not want to give away another goal, and at the moment, we're really looking to get another one here, as we've got men pouring forward, and it's Barrow, and it's a fourth. And Tottenham have committed football suicide at the end here, trying to grab another goal, and we may have just killed the tie-off. Excellent stuff here. It's a lovely little break, but they were shoving men forward, leaving themselves open at the back. Just take your 2-goal loss and regroup. You can win 2-0 on the road, or 3-0. You'd have to still score 3, but you cannot be pouring men forward like that with another leg to go, surely. And that might do it for Tottenham. Last kick of the game. It's 4-1. Boos around London. Well, for the white half of London at least. But a huge result for us nonetheless. The 4-1 victory on the road. That's massive. Real Madrid won up us, though. A 4-0 win on the road at Leverkusen. They love German teams, don't they, Real Madrid? They seem to rip them apart most of the time. But that is a huge, huge win for us. And look at that. A gap has opened up between us and Juventus. A 4-point gap here with 13 games to go. It's down to 1 after they won that game. But who did they drop points to? They beat Genoa just now at 2-2 with Milan. Milan doing us a favor down in 4th. That is huge. A win here will put us at 4 points ahead. It's home to Parma, a game we feel we should be winning. A big one here, but we've got a couple of changes to make. Ataran can start. I kind of want to start Barrow today. He's too good to, let ride the bench all the time. Renier can play. I haven't played Kovalenko in a while. He can start. Mandragora can start. Ben Sabani, Popov. A pretty big rotation after such a huge win is probably all right. Probably all right. Let's get Reina on the bench. Let's get Coutinho on the bench. Who else? Maldini hasn't played in a while. He's a bit upset. Well, we'll put him on the bench too. Why not? A big game here. Obviously, a chance at a 4-point gap. Let's go. What are they doing there? What are they doing there? It's going to come to Barrow here. Barrow's going to step inside. Brilliant from Barrow. And Barrow, what an opening. Dreadful from Parma. Tried to take a quick free kick. Bounced it off their own player. And we break the other way and smash it home. Barrow is such a good player. It's so weird because Osimhen obviously is undroppable, but Barrow is so good. Someone told me right at the beginning when I started this career mode that Barrow was a bit of a gem. And they were not wrong. 4th minute, 1-0. I wish we could give him more playing time. The only real way to do that, I feel, would be to switch formations and play with 2 strikers up front. But for now, we've probably got too many players to force something like that as Parma have a go. And it's a decent save. It's a nice ball forward. Steps inside nicely, and it's a good ball out to Atarin. And Atarin is racing away here. And Atarin, can he add another? It's Atarin! It's in the back of the net. It's a nice finish. I thought the goalie would save that. It's 2-0 though, and it's a great break. Atarin with another. And Atarin is playing so well. Decent finish. Goalkeeper reacted pretty late to that, I feel. So he has a hit. Couple bounces there. It just goes under him, really. Didn't get down. He kind of went out instead of down. Either way, it beats the goalkeeper. And on 14 minutes, we're 2-0 up. Nicely done. There's space out here for Kovalenko. Can we clip it forward? We can. Atarin's going to get onto it. And Atarin steps back inside. Atarin, brilliant. 3-0. And he is in some form. He is in some form. He's making me think about swapping him in for Draxler just a little bit. I'm not going to do that just yet, but Atarin is starting to work back up that form he had right at the beginning of this career mode. For the first year and a half, really. Then he kind of fell off a little bit. But he's really, second half of this season, he's starting to come along. It's a great finish from Atarin. And we have really taken it to Parma early on here. 24 minutes gone, it's 3-0. Nicely done here by Tavares to step up there and out wide to Renier. And it's back inside. Barrow. Oh, it's a good save again. We are all over Parma at the moment. A 4th is coming, surely. Parma barely getting out of their half, and we are carving chance after chance after chance. Kovalenko back into Mandragora, and it's a good ball to Atarin, who tries to turn. Back outside. Nicely done. It's Mandragora. Mandragora stepping into that space, and it's a 4th. And we've deserved a 4th. It comes from the midfielder. 4-0 on 55 minutes, and Parma have gotten a real lesson today. We have just been utterly dominant in this game here. Utterly dominant. It's a nice play, and Mandragora steps into that space. Midfielder follows, center back does not. He gets away and just smashes home. An excellent hit. Power, pace. It's 4-0. Mandragora. Renier. It's a nice step inside from Renier here. And Renier does really well. What a ball. Excellent from Renier. That is brilliant. And Atarin grabs his hat trick. He's been great. But look at this from Renier. This is brilliant. Steps inside here. Burst of pace. And the perfect pass. And a great finish at the back post from Atarin. And it's 5-0 on 60 minutes, and we have fully deserved this. Oof. Here's Maldini racing forward with it. We slip it in, we can. And here's Atarin already on 4. Steps inside. He goes for goal. Oh, just past the post. Added time now, and we are going to come away with an incredibly large win. Very much deserved. Assuming we don't give away any goals. 5-0. And we were dominant. It's just that simple. As Atarin steps inside and does so well. Look at that. And Barrow goes for a goal and we've just passed the post. A 5-0 victory this is going to end up being. And we are going to go back to 4 points ahead at the top of the table. with 12 games to go. It's huge. It's a nice gap. We love having ourselves a gap. Atarin grabbing himself the match ball. He's also going to grab my player of the episode, 4 goals. But of course, 2 big games in the league. And he opened the scoring against Fiorentina, a hat trick today against Parma. It's a massive, massive result for us. And we very much needed it. Next episode is going to be incredibly, incredibly juicy. We have ourselves the second leg of the Coppa Nazionale semifinal. We won that first game 3-2, last kick of the game. And then, as you can see, Juventus and then Verona. It is a massive, massive set of games. I mean, what else could you say? That can determine a lot in our season, and it's going to be absolutely huge. A win, obviously, over Inter would set us into the Coppa Nazionale final for the first time in this series, and then a win over Juventus would leave us with a big 7-point gap at the top of the table. But obviously, one game at a time, folks. One game at a time. We got to keep saying it. Just one game at a time. I hope you folks, of course, have enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to next episode. I hope you guys are as well. But for now, that's it. So peace.